Back when I had 10,000 subscribers, I once opened up a DM on Instagram just to see a nude old man lying on his couch asking me what I thought about his fish tanks. My innocence was stripped of me that day, robbed from existence. I felt like SpongeBob when his pet snail Gary started liking Patrick more because of the cookie in his pocket. I almost broke my phone because I threw it halfway across the room in shock. Nowadays, I just brace myself every time I open any sort of message, any DM, even if it's from like my fiance, because I know there's just that one little chance that it could be that nude old man lying on that couch. But even that experience could not prepare me for this next fish tank, if that's what you want to call it. Bam. How is this even possible? The worst I've seen in almost 30 years of being a hobbyist. Just like how I hope a lifeguard would never have to see a drowning person, I also hope that even a 30-year veteran hobbyist never has to see this in real life. This is not an arowana. No. There is an arowana in there. Heck, there might be 2 or 3 arowanas in this bad boy, but what we have here is called an arapaima. Now you might be thinking tomato, potato. You can take the chicken out of the kitchen, but you'll never take the kitchen out of the chicken. Arowana, arapaima. What's the big deal? They're the same syllables. No, that's where you're wrong, fam. You see the size difference. Arapaima cannot go in a fish tank unless your fish tank is a swimming pool size. That's a big tank, don't get me wrong. That is not average. I do not have a tank that big. Not even close. This tank should be on Tank Hub or X-Tankster. Hey, don't be mad at me if you know what that joke is a reference to. We're on the same team. We're in the same boat. As gorgeous as arapaimas are, especially this one, I don't know what subspecies of arapaima that is, but I haven't seen those kind of brilliant colors and contrast in a arapaima ever. Because the only arapaima I've seen in the real flesh is at my local aquarium in a huge freshwater tank that might actually be bigger than most swimming pools. This fish very easily makes any hobbyist fish tank look like the fish tanks from Animal Crossing, from Stardew Valley, and by choice, Minecraft. This is a 0 out of 5. Bro cannot turn around without slapping half of the livestock to death. Someone really made an Animal Crossing tank and decided it was understocked. My girlfriend has an arapaima in her Animal Crossing house. This is what I mean. Now you guys know what to do. It's time to cancel Animal Crossing. Goodbye, Nintendo. Japanese people invented ADA, but they also invented Animal Crossing fish tanks. How does that make sense? Would look nice with just the single arawana. How they even get an arapaima? Unless it's an actual aquarium to visit, these things should never be in a tank. Bro read my mind. This picture looks fake AF to me. You guys are crazy for believing that fish is in that tank. What are you talking about? Congratulations if you're correct, and I would hope that you are correct, but that would be a lucky guess. Bro, it's coming in with main character energy on what, at best, would be just a hunch. But now that you mention AI, the reflection of the arapaima is a little bit dodgy. Why don't the other fish have such clear reflections? Don't tell me there's 2 arapaimas in this tank. Is that what's happening? What do you guys think? AI or not AI? Fish tank. Bennett sent in their 5.5 gallon betta fish. There's some Rotala rotundifolia, Lanthium telenum, Ludwigia super red, Buce wavy green. Beautiful assortment of plants. You got the levels figured out. This is a lucky betta fish. It's such a clean scape. I love the towering Rotala in the background. 4.69 out of 5. Keep it up. People selling old tanks on Facebook. Condition. Used like new. The tank. Yeah, if this tank's condition is like new, I am like Hugh Jackman. Wover Wang. This tank is so old that it still has one of those lights that have a fan. You know those lights where you turn it on? Actually, I don't think you know it because it might be past your time. It's past my time. The only reason I know about it is because I'm pretty deep into this fish keeping thing. You turn on the light and you start hearing whirring. You're like, what? Did I just turn my PC from 1998 on? Like, where is this? Why are there Arctic Chill fans in this lighting unit? Today's video is sponsored by my patrons on Patreon. My patrons get perks like joining our fish keeping Discord community. If you enjoy my weekly content and would like to support me, well, too bad. You're already supporting me by watching. It's too late. Stop being so amazing. That's it. That's the ad segment. I'm good at marketing. Hire me, Nike, before it's too late and Adidas poaches me. Cucumber boat. That's really smart. I gotta do that with my cucumbers, actually. But hold up. What are those beautiful pieces of fish? Wow. I don't even know right now. I've not seen more red plecos in my entire life. And then there's an albino pleco, I think. These are bristlenose, I believe. Is this AI generated? Did they saturize? Did they contrast this picture to hell? Apparently they posted again because there were so many people saying the same thing I was, like pleco cannot be that red, and they proved everybody wrong. These are actually the real colors. That's crazy, bro. Hopefully you're selling them and making a fortune, and hopefully these guys make it to my market. Stevie coming in clutch with this 20-gallon long fluval stratum capped with gravel and then capped again with a sand display. The triple threat. The picture's not too clear and I don't see the entire tank, but it looks clean. You got some live plants going on. Hopefully it fills out for you. And the hardscape is interesting. There's a mix of different types of rocks and there could be some wood in there too. I'm not sure what they're gonna stock it with. A 20-gallon long is a magical size and dimension. The possibilities are endless. 4.27 out of 5. Keep it up. Former roommate. Well, good thing it's former. Be kind to yourself, just not to your pet fish. Be kind to your lucky bamboo as well. Not very lucky fish. I see a trend going on. It's basically just be good to everything besides the fish. Got you, homie. Easy clap. I'm fish sitting for my uncle. This is a 10-gallon. That pleco has been there for almost 10 years. There's a 7-year-old clown loach too. Oh, okay. On a positive note, they're probably going into my 88-gallon 5-foot tank as soon as my uncle gets back. I wouldn't count on it. Your uncle might be kind of proud of his tank situation. I mean, his pleco did survive and get that big, as well as the clown loach. They're surviving, they're not thriving. And by luck, sheer luck and chance, they didn't die. They acclimated to the horrible conditions and continued to survive. Those are some key features into creating a very, very bad fish keeper. A fish keeper who thinks they're justified in what they're doing wrong. Those are the hardest to convince to do anything, to change anything, especially to take their fish. I'm not a betting man, but if I was gonna have a spot in this race, they have already fought a few times over it now. That is probably the most adorable thing I'm ever gonna see today. That coolie loach is going to town and it's totally chunky. It's been eating good, eating that pleco dead skin cell. The pleco is so understanding of it and knows exactly what the coolie loach is doing because the loach is getting right up in those bristles. And I'm imagining how sensitive that is. That must be like someone tickling your sides or the bottoms of your feet. Like, I cannot stand that. But somehow this pleco just has so much control. It must be used to this. That is super cool, like a symbiotic relationship developing in your fish tank. Not just of the microorganisms, like those are always there, but of these macro fauna. That is very rare to have it happening in your own fish tank. Amazing, 5 out of 5 video. Speaking of things that you don't usually see in your fish tank or be able to do with your crab, have a mating ritual. Or is this a competition to mate? I think the waving of the big claw is something to do with like who has the bigger claw, so they don't have to fight to the death. That's really interesting and super cool that the crab notices the finger movement. Holy crap, that's a gigantic, what is it? I don't know my bigger catfish that well, but the name Ceodontis is coming up in my brain here. It's not a pictus, I don't think. I'm gonna go with Ceodontis, or however you spell it or say it. That is a healthy bottom dweller right there, with an afro. Bigger afro than Millie, my pet cockatiel. That's crazy. 5 out of 5. So spending time in the fish room is one of the more relaxing things to me, especially because most of my tanks are very low tech and don't require much maintenance. Removing excess floating plants in my 8860P is also very relaxing and satisfying. A quick look at my Fluval Edge 12G, we can see a shrimp having a buffet at the 5-star soft algae hotel. Delicious. Compliments to the chef, which is God, by the way. He made everything, including algae in this tank. Found some coolies in their favorite cubbyhole. These were a rescue actually, and they're more than 8 years old and still super active and healthy. I am dreading the day they pass away. That's gonna be big, big sad. But hey, we can't live life with that mindset. These shrimpies are making sure my Anubias barteri stays debris free. These are the goats. They got that goat throat. Rexleaf sent this in from the FFT Discord. This is straight up vibes. 5 out of 5. What makes it for me is the hair grass. I don't know why I haven't done a hair grass aquascape because hair grass just clicks with me. They got 3 adult guppies and a lot of fry, and I believe a few neons too, and it's CO2 powered. Perfect. My girlfriend, when I want a new fish tank that I have no room for. Stop. Anyways, so look at these Celestial Pro Daniels that I should have. I feel it, bro. But like, really? Celestial Pro Daniels, they don't need that much space. Your girlfriend's not okay with you getting like a Wallstead no filter, okay? Try to convince her this way. It's very low footprint. You don't even need a filter if you're gonna do a Wallstead homestead, lushly planted tank with a couple of CPDs. Like, come on, CPD's nuts. Just bought some plants and this beautiful creature came with it. Could you please help me identify it? Yeah, in the comments below, they already helped this person identify it, but undoubtedly that is a coolie loach, and it's so skinny to the point where it looks like a freaking question mark. So hungry that it's eating the decaying leaf matter. I know coolie loaches would do that, but only when they're truly forced to. This thing probably got lost in the substrate in the plants tanks, so the people working there never know to feed that tank. They don't even know that this thing is existing in there. The good news, and there is really good news, there's an update on this little guy, and he's been eating and he's been regaining into perfect health. Yeah, this is Logan with their planted tank, shrimp, otosynchlis, snails, beauty. 5 out of 5. Yo, you guys are hidden. The vibes are immaculate. This tank putting my hair to shame. I love the opening. It's at that golden ratio position in the tank. It's just lush forest with hints of woodscape. Perfect stocking as well. The shrimp must love it in there. That's paradise. Keep up the great work. I hope you never trim this. Keep the wild look going, bro. It's working. Fed a fish in one of my classes from school. Honestly, if this is what it's gonna look like, why do you even need a fish in there? There's no room for a fish, first of all. And secondly, the fish is the least colorful thing here, when it should be one of the most colorful things, if not the most. A centerpiece fish like a bed of fish, it should be shown off. And you do that properly by, first of all, proper husbandry, which includes a bigger tank. And second of all, maybe natural or more subdued colors of the decor so that you can see the fish. 300-gallon tank. Disclaimer, this person is not permanent stocking. It's only in there until it grows big enough. Then it'll get an upgrade. Dun dun dun! Duckweed. You cannot escape. This pussy is screwed. Zebra plus fish. Hey yo, zebrafish. Cheap joke to end it off. You know how it do. Welcome back to the end of the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it made your Monday go just a little bit better. Katwa. We are deep into summer and I would like to know what your favorite summer activities are. Mine includes staying cool in the shade and not getting suntan. But it's too late for me. I get suntan just staying home even if I have sunscreen on at home with the blinds down. How? Alright y'all, if you enjoyed this episode, please smash that like button and subscribe. There'll be more videos to come, and don't forget to get your hands wet. Tetra, we in a spot, coming in hot, ventral fin dot, acclimate that. With my shoal at, cure my fin rod from Cariciformes, Stuperatrodon, hold on. There's not another fish that you can wish for, live fam sus, I finna gone 3 days without furt, I'm an addict, like fanatic, I'm a baddest, no tabs, only dirt. My Corey gang so loyal, black Tetra go skirt, we came to play, came to silence, gang.